Hello student, this video lecture is prepared for a particular technology subject and we are going to discuss the unit number 3, that is separation of solid based on a specific properties. So in this units we have already completed in previous lecture double cone classifier, rake classifier, spiral classifiers and the cyclone separators. Then today's lecture I will discuss about the jigging process, crop flotation process, and these promoter collectors are added in this fourth flotation process. Then we will discuss the flotation machine. So I will go to that slide. So here this is the process which is called a jigging process. So jig is nothing but it is a mechanical device which is used to separation of the material of different specific gravity by pulsating a stream of liquid, that means usually water, flowing through a bed of the material resting on the screen. So there is a screen and on this screen the liquid is flow through that bed, and on that bed the materials are separated. So that machine is called a jig. And what is the principle of this operation? Jigging is the process of a gravity separation, gravity concentration, where the solids are separated based upon the difference in the behavior of the particles through the moving bed, which in turn depend upon density and specific gravity. Means you have to just give the contact of that water or liquid to that screen, and depending upon the specific gravity or density of that substance, they will separate it. So this is the actually jigging machine. So we will first discuss what is the construction. So it is a rectangular tank having a tapered bottom, that means a conical bottom. The tank is divided into two portions or two compartments. So these are the two portions or compartments. In one compartment plunger is incorporated. So plunger is nothing but it is a like piston. So this equipment is incorporated in one compartment, and this equipment gives the motion to the liquid, and in another compartment. So this compartment, the screen is incorporated. So if we look at here, this is the screen. On this screen the material is kept for separation, and these are the gates. That means there are some openings are provided here, so that is called a gate, and this opening is provided for removing the particles from this screen, and there is outlet is provided at the bottom for removing the settled particle. So then what is the working? You have to just put the material. That material is to be separated. You have to feed on the screen. So here you have to feed that material on the screen, and it is subjected to pulsating action by oscillating liquid with the help of reciprocating plunger. So plunger is nothing but this plunger is moving upward and downward direction. Then during the upward stroke of the plunger, so this stroke, this is called a upward stroke of the plunger. Obviously this input water is taken into the jig, and there is no flow of that water in the bed of the solid. So in upward stroke you have to take just this plunger in upward direction. Okay, so there is no movement of the fluid or water is taking place on this screen, but during the downward direction or downward stroke, the water inlet is closed and the particles on the screen are brought into the suspension, and the segregation means separation, is taking place according to their size and density, and dense material is collected near the bottom of the screen. So here, so this is the upward stroke, and during the downward stroke this water valve is closed, so that means this plunger is acting in a downward direction. So the water which is present here goes to this screen, and the material is flowing on the screen. So the dense material is get separated from this screen and it is collected from the bottom, and the material which is having less density is collected through these different gates. So there are 4 fractions, that means 4 types of a material we can collect through this jig. Small and dense material passing through the screen collected at the bottom of the tank. So this is the small material. And dense material, that means density of that material is higher, that is collected at the bottom. Then small size, less dense material in the liquid overflow. So this is the liquid overflow. So small material and also having the small density, that is collected as a overflow. Then large size dense material segregated, that means separated near the screen and removed through the gate at the side. So this material is removed from this side. And the fourth one is the larger size less dense material is separated above the dense material, removed through the gate at the side. Okay, so here that material is removed and the dense material is removed from this side. So in this way we can obtain the 4 types of a fraction from that solid material. So in the 4 fraction or in the 4 different size, we can separate this material by using jigging process. So here I will show one animation, so that animation will give the idea. So if we look at this piston, or it is sometimes called plunger, so it is moving in this direction. So here is the screen, and the large density material is flowing in this direction, and other material is taking outside from this overflow. So this figure or this animation shows how that jigging process is taking place. Then we will move to the next operation, that is known as the froth flotation. So this is also a method of separation of the solid particles which is having different surface property. So flotation refers an operation in which the solids are separated from the another, floating one of them at or on the liquid surface. Okay. So one material is floating on the liquid surface and another material is settled down in that equipment. So it is known as the froth flotation. So what is the range? So the froth flotation is used for the mineral ores, means mineral material which is obtained from the mines, are finer than 48 to 68 mesh. Okay, and it is not possible to separate the material which is coarser. Coarser means from this size, if the material is very high density, or we can say the very high size, that material cannot be separated by this froth flotation method. So what is the principle of froth flotation machine? So there are generally 2 types of a material, we can say the hydrophilic material and hydrophobic. So what is meant by that? So hydrophobic material which will do not wet by water. Okay, so this material does not mix with the water, and another material is tendency to mix with the water. Okay, so the material which does not mix with the water is collected on the top of that froth flotation cell or equipment, and material which is having attraction or mixed with the water, they are collected at the bottom of that cell. So we will see actually figure. So before that, we have to add some chemicals which is known as the collectors, or sometimes it is called a promoters, collectors and forthing agents. So these are added to make that particle hydrophobic. So promoters are the material that is adsorbed on the surface of the particle, forming a unimolecular layer. So layer is formed on that material. So generally a chemical which is used known as the sodium ethyl xanthate. So this chemical you have to add in that froth flotation cell. So due to which this material is become as a hydrophobic. That means it will be repelled by water. Sometimes collectors is also added. That means either you can add promoters or collectors. So these are the material also form a surface film. So the surface film is produced on the particle surface. So the pine oil is used as a collector. And the forthing agent. So why these agents are added? So these agents are form a sufficient forth. So why we are forming the forth? Because that material which is hydrophobic, that material is collected in the forth. So this material must be float on that liquid surface. Therefore these forthing agents are added. So what are the common forthing agents? Liquid soap, methyl amyl alcohol. So these are called a forthing agents or forthers. So this is actually flotation machine or flotation cell. So it is having the tank with a square and cross-sectional area, circular cross-sectional area, and it is having tapered bottom. It is provided with the agitator. So this is called a agitator, and this agitator is again air is introduced through this agitator by this pipe, and the bottom of this tank is tapered, or we can say the conical, which provided the discharge for the tailing. Tailing means we can say the impurities, and the overflow is provided at the top for the forth collection. So forth is collected here. Okay. Then we will discuss the working. So water is taken in that cell, material is fed into the cell, and the promoters and forthers are added in this in this cell, and then agitation is given. So due to this agitation, the material which is hydrophobic is collected at the overflow, and the material which is hydrophilic is collected at the bottom. So here we are concluded this lecture. The remaining part we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.